Namaste Javens, myself Javen Dr. Barkha Khurana. Today we will be learning about defense mechanisms, which is a part of psychology. Defense mechanism is a term used by Sigmund Freud that refers to the unconscious process that defends a person against anxiety. And the human being is usually able to relieve the conflict by utilizing these certain types of adaptations. And these adaptations are called as defense mechanisms, mental mechanisms, or adjustment mechanisms. The mental mechanisms are a mean of compromising with forbidden desires, feelings of guilt, or an admission that one is inadequate in facing problems. These are unconscious mental processes aimed at protecting the person from unpleasant emotions, mainly anxiety. So whenever we are just to avoid depression, frustration, we choose these defense mechanisms. Like for example, if a person uh, fails in an exam, the student will blame the teacher that she didn't teach well or I was not well. The person will make excuses. So these are the types of defense mechanisms. The first is repression. It means unconsciously forgetting unpleasant experiences. According to Coleman, it is that mechanism by which unpleasant desires and intolerable memories are kept out of consciousness. According to Freud, sad, unpleasant, and painful wishes and memories are automatically and without efforts are rejected from the field of consciousness. According to R.T. Laing, we forget and then forget that we forget. It is a sort of burying alive mechanism. If the sad and unpleasant experiences were to remain conscious, they would cause a person to feel guilty and unworthy. So, for example, a child who had taken beatings from his mother may feel too guilty and try to repress his anger. But he may break his mother's favorite things or by bedwetting or refusal to food. Second is digression. According to Coleman, when a person takes help of immature response to maintain ego organization and to avoid stress is called digression. This is also called as flight to childhood. When life gets stressful, children and adults may regress to an earlier stage of development of biting nails or sucking the thumb. In this mechanism, the person adopts immature behavior. For example, a married grown-up man who cried bitterly on her mother's shoulder. Extreme forms and degrees of regression result in psychosis. Next is projection. According to J.D. Page, attributing to and observing in others one's own impulse and trait is called projection. According to Coleman, projection is a defense mechanism by means of which we transfer the blame for our shortcomings, mistakes, and misdeeds to others. Blaming others is a way of coping with one's unwanted motives by shifting them onto someone else. And this helps in relieving tension and anxiety. Like, for example, if a student fails in exams, so the student will blame the examiner. People who are dishonest often attribute dishonesty to others. Carried to the extreme, projection is a mark of a behavior disorder known as paranoia. People with this disorder may project their own acceptable hostile feelings about others into a whole system of thinking in which they feel about others into a whole system of thinking in which they feel others are out to get them. Negative attitudes. Like if a person, what they do, they start blaming others. So they have negative attitudes. Next is sublimation. It is a redirection of impulses or motives into ethical, cultural, and social objectives. Like if a person experiences great anger, so rather than harming others, that person will take up kicking or uh, boxing as his as motive. According to Freud, it was the highest level of ego defense. He believed that sublimation was a sign of maturity that allows people to function normally in socially acceptable ways. So, for example, many people who fail in love, they may become great poets or painters. Next is identification. It refers to the mechanism a person attempts to mold his own ego and self to some other person. In this mechanism, a person wants his behavior, action, or himself according to his model personality. Like, for example, an illiterate father often takes his son's higher education as his own achievement. Or many people nowadays follow the actors or actresses, making them as their role models. Next is rationalization. According to Coleman, in this, the individual thinks of good reasons to justify what he has done, doing, or tends to do. In this, the person, in order to justify himself, gives false reasons and process. Like a person who fails an exam may complain that hostel atmosphere is not favorable for studies. It is like a blanket to cover the human weakness. So it operates in two forms, sour grapes or sweet lemon. Sour grapes, when a young man fails to get a beautiful wife, may remark that a beautiful wife is a liability. And in sweet lemon, the individual justifies his lower achievement by pointing out their merits. Like a poor man may say, he doesn't want to earn money because money is the root cause of all evils. So, this is all in the defense mechanism. I hope you understood it well. And if you have any doubts, you can comment in the box. And this session is powered by Digital 2.0 Jyoti Vidyapeeth Women University. Thank you.